Hey guys, I got a pretty fun one for you today. The guys from STL Tones reached out and asked me if I'd do a video on their new plugin, the Tracer, which is going to be a feature included in their mixing suite called Controlhub. So the premises behind the Tracer is that you can capture full signal chains like a full mix bus or just a compressor with some settings that you really like, and then you can load it up in a plugin form and use it in multiple instances within your project. And another really exciting thing about it is they have the Tracer Exchange where you can upload profiles that you've made and then users can download them and they can upload them, and it's just a big sharing network of captured analog gear. So we're just going to dive straight into it and we're going to try and capture my mix bus. And then we're going to do some A/Bing and see if we can tell which one's which and what we think. So here's a little track that I'm working on. This is what it sounds like without the outboard gear engaged. So you can hear when we engaged my mix bus, we had that gluey compression. We got a little bit of excitement on the top end, cleaned up the mids a little bit. It's just kind of giving it a nice sheen. So I'll quickly grab the camera, show you what we're using. We've got a little bit of EQ of the Elysia X filter. Then we're running through the Rupert Neve Designs 542 tape emulators. Then we're running through our SSL 4K clone over here. And then we're going into our SSL Fusion. And then we're coming back into the box. Okay, so I'm going to take you through how we capture this mix bus chain. So our very first plugin on our mix bus needs to be the STL Controlhub. So let's load this up. Now we're going to come over to Tracer, complete signal chain. Let's click on that. Locate the Tracer audio file by clicking the locate button below. Then import this file into your DAW. Click on locate, and then we're just going to drag and drop this in. Now, because we're doing a mix bus, we just need this on its own. So let's just drop it down here, away from all the other tracks. Step 2, run the Tracer audio file from your DAW out through your desired signal chain. Step 3, import the process Tracer audio file by clicking the import button. So we need to run this Tracer tone through our mix bus and export it in real time because we're using analog gear. And then we need to import that new file back in, and that's going to give us our emulated sound. So what we're going to do is set our locators around this Tracer tone. As you can see, it looks something like this, pretty wild, pretty loud. Now let's just turn off any limiters on our mix bus here. And what I'm going to do is just watch the compressor and make sure that the compressor is reacting similarly to what the mix was. So maybe around 3 to 4 dBs of gain reduction. So let's just play a loud section of this to start with just to test it. Looks good, looks ready to go. Okay, so we set our locators. And we're going to bounce this in real time, and we just have to listen to all these wild sounds. It takes a couple of minutes, and then I'll see you on the other side. It's almost like listening to the old dial-up tone. All right, now that that's done, let's import this new file. Gluey exciting mix bus. Let's see if we did this right. We got it right. I think it needs around 3 dB of headroom on the output when you export the track. Step 4, click the trace button to begin the tracing process. Trace stereo. Here we go. I have no idea what this is doing. Tracing complete. Feel free to refine your preset by tweaking the module parameters. All right, let's save it. Save in folder, Spinlight. Preset name, Gluey, exciting, mix bus. Okay, so I've just set this up so that our mix bus is being sent to 2 new buses, but this means that I can A/B between these two. So we can have our outboard gear running in real time, we can listen to that, and then we can flick to the STL Tracer version, and we can quickly compare these without having to turn plugins on and off. That's pretty tough comparing those. So, all right, I'm going to close my eyes and I'm just going to click on this button and it's just going to switch these up. And then I'm going to listen and I'm going to tell you which one I think I'm listening to. I'm probably going to get this wrong. And let's just do like a best out of 3 and see if I can pick it. Okay, eyes are closed. I think that this one is my mix bus. What? All right, 1 to STL. Let's do it again. All right, let's go. That's my mix bus. Yeah, 1 for me. All right, the decider. Let's go again. That's my mix bus. All right, cool. So slight differences, but man, that's hard to pick. They both sound pretty identical. Okay, so I'll mix it up and then I'll just take a stab at which one I think it is. STL. Ah! All right, one more time. That is my mix bus. Yes. All right. So it's hard. That is so hard to pick. I mean, I was kind of just taking a stab in the dark there. You can hear that's pretty convincing emulation. And that can mean that I don't have to have this outboard gear running maybe. I can just print this, load it up, saving my electricity bill a little bit here, and have the tracer doing its job for me. Now, they do have all the module settings here where you can go through and play with stuff, and assuming it kind of can tweak the sound a little bit. I'm kind of happy with where it's sitting at the moment, but let's say it didn't sound quite right EQ-wise. You could play with the EQ, add a little bit of extra brightness, or try and match the tones up a little bit closer. Play with the compression. So I think that's pretty cool. It's a very close emulation of my mix bus here. And then if I wanted to, I could upload this to the Tracer Exchange for other users to use, and they could have the Spinlight Studio mix bus preset. It's pretty cool. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you guys want to support the channel, make sure you check out the description link below where you can go to my website and grab a copy of my drum samples. So I loaded up another project and I use the exact same mix bus settings, and then I've printed that out, and then I bypass those plugins. I put our STL Controlhub on, loaded up our preset we just made, the gluey, exciting mix bus, and exported that. Now let's have a listen to these two. See how they sound. Do they sound similar now that it's completely different material running through the mix bus? All right, there's a pretty small difference. It's just in the airy top end. I'm gonna close my eyes and see if I can pick these. All right, I think that is my mix bus. All right, let's go again. I think that is STL. Ha! Look at that. Can't even pick it. That's pretty funny. I think sometimes even when you're just looking at something and you're A-Bing it, your eyes play tricks on you. You think you hear things, but that's pretty convincing. That's pretty cool. It got me. I reckon let's just do one more where I just mix it up, close my eyes, and take a stab at which one I think I'm listening to straight up. That's STL. Ha! All right. I don't know what I'm... Oh, dear. It's pretty convincing. It's great. I mean, you always feel a little bit skeptical of this stuff, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty impressive. And even if it's not 100%, it's like 98%. Like, it's going to get you really close to these really expensive pieces of outboard gear. Like, really, really close. So I'm pretty impressed. I think this is really cool, and I think a lot of people are going to get some great use out of this. And it's going to be really interesting seeing the Tracer Exchange and being able to use other people's presets. I think it's just going to open up some new doors to creativity. And what did you guys think? Drop a comment below. Let me know if you thought that the profiles on these sounded pretty similar. If you were tricked, maybe close your eyes and take a guess along with me. If you have some friends who might find this plugin interesting, make sure you share this video and let them check it out for themselves. The trace will be available within Controlhub from August 25th, so make sure you save that date and check it out once it's available. If you're interested in a more detailed rundown on what I use on my mix bus, make sure to check out this next video where I take you through all the pieces of gear and how I like to use them.